This beer is nice. Literally. What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into This Beer is Nice. Literally, that is the name of this beer, coming from Surly Brewing Company. Wow, been a long time since I've had anything from Surly. Kind of funny here in the moment looking at this because it's a 5.5% lager. Tastes like beer, that's what they've put. So brewed and canned by Surly Brewing Company, Minneapolis and Brooklyn Center. Okay. It's been a long time, like I was saying, since I've had anything from Surly. They're usually known for their ridiculously high ABV, awesome beers. I've had so many different Surly beers over the years, but it's come full swing, guys. We're back in the low ABV section of things, and here we are at 4.5% with Surly. So this is in distribution. Pretty cheap beer. I think you get this for like $7-8.99. 4-pack, okay, fine. That's kind of where the market is. That's what Surly has clearly observed, and that's what they're putting into the market as of right now. So let's get into this one. Again, 4.5%. Nothing too fancy. Canned on, what is this? I don't even know. There's just lot numbers and things like that. 2506511014. Who knows? It doesn't really matter. I'm thinking this is a light beer, guys. Shouldn't be super old by any means because it was just put into distribution the last 3 weeks or so. So what is today? It's April 30th. I'm recording. So we'll get this into some glassware and see what we're working with. And as we pour it, guys, looks super light. Looks like a freaking lager, dude. Because why? It is a freaking lager. So these days, truthfully, guys, I'm gonna be honest, I drink a little bit of bourbon. I drink light beers. I don't really drink too many heavy, high ABV beers very frequently, right? If I do, I share them, or it's like a one and done, or I drink half and then I get halfway through it and I'm tired and I'm exhausted and I go to bed. It's literally what happens. It's where I'm an old man. A lot of the market feels the same way. It's not just me. It's hard on the gut. I'm fat enough. I don't need to get any fatter. I'm trying to lose weight, matter of fact. This is a good option for losing weight. So summertime coming up. This is what you want to see when you're drinking a beer as in 2025 terms. So Surly's onto something. Let's get a little nose on this. How crazy could it be, right? Yeah, I mean, grassy, hoppy, a little bit of corn. Light beer. I mean, it's just a freaking epitome of light beer right now. We're in such a swing towards the lighter end of the spectrum, guys. Again, there's brands such as like small beer, literally called small beer. It's like 2.5%. They're making beers like this. Market wants it. Surly knows the same thing. So 4.5%. It smells like a lager. Why? Because it is one. It's got light hoppy notes, a little bit of grass, a little floral thing. Doesn't smell anything crazy. It smells like corn. It smells like a little bit of like graininess. Okay, let's dive into this. This beer is nice. Cheers, guys. So there's a little bit of hoppiness, and then it kind of reserves itself, and then it takes off the throttle, right? So comes in a little bit stronger maybe than some other lagers. Comes in a little bit grassier, a little bit grainier for a moment. A little bit of that malt level showing itself. And then the throttle comes up. The brakes get applied. A little bit of soft crispness on the back end. Again, a little floral zip. A little bit of big carbonation hitting the palate. It's just nice. It's just nice. Like, is this something I would drink on a hot summer day? Absolutely. There is enough flavor. It's not too hoppy, but it is hoppy enough for someone who does enjoy IPAs in the craft beer world. So is this good? I think so, just off first impressions. It's not too sweet either. Like, there's a little bit of sweetness, but this is more like the darker grains. This is a little bit more, not particularly like sugary cereal. It's going to be more like a bready note, right? A little bit of more grainy bread, a little bit of like, baguette, as in terms of the malt bill through the middle. And then again, the grassy kind of touch of floral thing, maybe just a touch of that, but the grass and then the hop level comes on, and boom, it comes off. And then you're left with that nice dry crisp back end with a little bit of more flavor than you might get in your domestic lager. It certainly has more flavor than your typical domestic lager. This reminds me of like maybe some sort of like Narragansett, outlaw beers popular. This feels like it has a little bit more grit to it, a little bit more malty level. But again, it comes off the throttle and it doesn't really hammer your palate in any way, shape, or form. And in terms of how it says it, this beer is nice. Again, through the middle, a little bit more like bread and baguette. A little bit of softness and crispness, a little firm touch of hop kiss on the back end. And again, it's not too sweet. It's not like, oh, you know, this big like corn sweetness, which don't typically really always like, especially, you know, in the domestic world. It's not my thing. It's not my thing, but that does not flex on your palate here. That is not the case. You're getting more of the grains, getting more of the grit, getting a little bit more of that hop kiss to the back end and the middle. So is this nice? It absolutely is. I would drink it again. In today's terms, it's a good beer. It's a good beer. If you knew Surly for only being the crazy craft beer producers that they are, that you'd be like, this is horrible, I don't want any of this. But Dan and the market agrees with Dan in 2025. They need to have a beer like this. That's just the way things are, guys. Get used to it. That's what it is. So good price point, good availability. Imperial Beverage. Shout out to Imperial Beverage. They're great. And this is just a nice beer at the end of the day. I can drink 50 of them. But it has just enough grit to scratch the beer itch. It really does. So solid stuff. I'm going to go with a 3.74 out of 5. It's nothing crazy, but I would drink this over and over again. And it's just enough where it delivers enough hoppiness, enough graininess. I'm drinking a beer, not drinking water, I'm not drinking a seltzer. So shout out to Surly, good stuff here. I will drink this again coming up, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Till next time, pros, cheers, yamas. We'll see you on the next review.